Hello everyone, George with Virtual Staging here. Today in this quick video demonstration, I'm solving another problem. A couple of weeks ago, actually it wasn't a couple of weeks ago, it was a couple of days ago, there was a person who sent a question on my email asking questions about how he can solve the environment background on the windows because they were not showing up. And then as a response, I did this video. You can go and watch it right now. The link is down below. And yeah, you will gain tons of information and really valuable information. Today, I'm having another question for the same scene from the same person. And this time is how he can remove the excessive shadows inside on the corners and some of the, sometimes in some of our scene when they are more complex geometry, we have excessive shadows and that can be removed in Photoshop, but most of the time it's not really possible to achieve highly realistic results. Well, today I'm showing you how you can solve this problem. But before we proceed, I have two announcements. The first announcement is there is going to be a second part of this video, how to stage with mood boards. I did it on 28th of January. If you haven't watched it, go and watch it. This is the first part. And there will be a second part with tons of useful information and insider tips and tricks. The second announcement is I've created a Facebook group for our small community here. Actually, the truth is that the Facebook group has been there for months. For some reason, I decided to not share the group with you because I don't know why. But today I'm inviting all of you to join the group. Go on Facebook, type Virtual Staging with George, join the group. We can have discussions there, we can share tips and tricks, and based on those, I will be more engaged with you so we can discuss, it's going to be cool. So, let's crack on without further ado and show you what is today's deal. So, if you remember this scene, as soon as I click render, everything renders fine. I don't have those issues like here. So one of the ways, actually the first way, is I always have ceiling planes. Well, not always, but in most of the cases where the ceiling is very complex, like here, I do have ceiling planes. This helps removing, basically ceiling planes acts as a maybe like a stopper which stops those additional shadows in the protruding geometry. And it produces nice results. As you can see here, I don't have the same bug. If I remove the ceiling plane, here it is, I have the same bug. The second way how you can solve this is by going here. I'm going to select my walls. I'll click the right mouse button, cut, and I will trace the geometry quickly, just like that. Trace it. Okay, I'll stop it here. The first way of tracing this, you can go and just erase those polygons, but then you have the problem of the sun protruding and creating additional shadows here, which you don't want that. Or you can go and extrude this bit and create real geometry, as it's imagine this is really being there. And now, as soon as I press render, the problem is gone. The third way is in post-production, and here is what's the deal. Basically, if you have followed my most of my videos, and if you're familiar with my virtual staging workflow, you will know at the time of the post-production, most of the times I work with three main files. The first file is the original photo. The second file is a JPEG version of the photo, and the third file is a PNG of the final result. Well, this is the original photo. Is just the original photo without any virtual staging, any 3D models and objects, and the JPEG and the PNG basically are equally the same, with the difference that the PNG is transparent and does not contain any shadows. And this is the trick. When you have those problems, like here, like this thing here, go and select a JPEG inside the Photoshop or your editing program, create a mask, and pick the mask and start erasing those problematic regions with the brush. And this is how you solve your problems. I don't really suggest this as always the ultimate problem solver, because sometimes you might not be able to erase only those shadows and you will create fake image. You know, it's complex. That's why there's a combination of multiple workarounds which you have to know in order to use it when appropriately when you need them. And now you can go and watch on the video on the screen, because you will learn a lot of useful information. Or why not go and watch any of other videos on my channel just by pressing the other box on the screen right now. And yeah, just share the love with your friends, share the videos, do all of those stuff.